Why was Vivek Ramaswamy sidelined? Is it because of his skin color or his H1B tweet against the Americans? Did he make a political blunder after tweeting on the controversial H1B topic? Your opinion on Vivek Ramaswamy being ousted from DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. Why has he been kicked out from DOGE? Is Elon Musk behind this? And once a prominent contender in the presidential race, Vivek Ramaswamy has seemingly faded from mainstream media, with reports suggesting his removal from DOGE. It's happened, yes. And the potential shift towards running for governor of Ohio. Does this signal the end of his presidential ambitions? And will the US ever see a young, magnetic leader, irrespective of their background or skin color, rise to the presidency? So what we are seeing right now is that uh, Vivek was supposed to be one of the two front runners, or one of the two people who would run this new organization called DOGE, DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. The other one would be Elon Musk. So it would be like Elon Musk first, Vivek second, and everybody else under these two guys. That is how it was supposed to be. And now it's emerged, the news has come out that Vivek Ramaswamy will no longer be involved in DOGE. Elon Musk is going to be the only guy running DOGE, and Vivek will be focusing on uh, trying to become running for the post of governor of Ohio. That's what one hears. It's not confirmed. Now, Vivek Ramaswamy was very active the past couple of years on Twitter, on social media, on other the forms of media, etc. The past couple of weeks, he went very quiet. He went very quiet. He was completely silent on Twitter. Now he's kind of come back. So what happened? It all went wrong for Vivek with one of his tweets, the long tweet that he made about. I'm not going to open the tweet and do that, but he tweeted about the H1B controversy. And Trump was in favor of H1, is in favor of H1B immigration and having the right kind of people coming in. Elon Musk has been a strong defender of the H1B visa policy, and Vivek also defended the H1B visa policy. But Vivek, the way he formulated his tweet, uh, it looked like he was saying that Americans have low standards and they need to do better and things like that. And coming from an Indian origin person, a second generation immigrant, a brown skinned guy, I don't think the Americans will take it, especially the conservatives, the MAGA crowd. It really rubbed them off the wrong way. It ruffled their feathers the wrong way. And that, I think it was politically extremely naive and immature of Vivek to lecture his potential voters. See, in politics, in a democracy, at the end of the day, you've got to depend on the voter, and you want to ensure that you offend as little of the potential vote bank as possible. And Vivek went off on this tirade against the people who were opposing the H1B visa policy, and it really made a tremendous number of people among the Republicans angry, and they were waiting for an excuse to show off their racism against non-white people. So in the US, racism is not looked upon as something good. You can't say a thing against, let's say, the black people. In the past, the Americans were very racist against the blacks. Okay, but today you can't say a thing against the blacks, and I think it's a good thing, right? Racism is bad. You can't say a thing against Muslims, for example. You'll be called Islamophobic and you'll be cancelled. But when it comes to Indians, you can say whatever you want to be to Indians, and you can be as racist as you want against Indians, because Indians aren't politically significant. Even despite being, about 1% of the US population, Indians haven't unified as a single cohesive political bloc. So Indians are insignificant politically, and you can just say whatever you want, and there'll be no consequences. The media won't cancel you. Social media won't cancel you. So that's what's happened. Vivek was incredibly naive in going after his vote bank, his potential vote bank. I mean, think about it. In India, Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister, what does he call the voter? Janata Janardhan. He does his best to bow, to bend over backwards to appease every section imaginable of the Indian voting public. Right? Mr. Modi is obviously, he knows, he's an extremely experienced and wise politician. It is political suicide to alienate even a certain small percentage of the potential vote bank. You can't do that. And Vivek, I don't know out of what, out of immaturity, out of naivete or whatever, he just opened the doors for all his potential haters to come and go after him. And I suppose Trump was just waiting for that opportunity. I don't think Trump likes Vivek a lot. He says he likes him. He says that I didn't like him when he was running against me, but now I like him and all that. But at the end of the day, it's all about the voter. And when the voter has turned against Vivek, Trump's gonna let him go. And when it comes to the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, there can only be one top dog. And Elon Musk is not gonna let another guy to try to joust for the number one spot or even the number two spot, especially when it's a guy like Vivek, extremely intelligent, extremely sharp, extremely all that. So Elon Musk was waiting for the opportunity to get rid of Vivek. Obviously, that's how it works. And the opportunity was presented to them on a platter by Vivek himself. And that's what happened. So Vivek is out of Doge. He's going to fade out of the political limelight to some extent. He may run for governor of Ohio. I don't think it's going to be easy for him to become the governor of Ohio. Okay. First of all, he's brown. Secondly, he's way more intelligent than most white people, which is like it makes people insecure. Thirdly, he's not even a Christian. He's still a polytheist. He's still a Hindu. If he had at least converted to Christianity, things would have been fine for him. I mean, somewhat easier for him. Like Bobby Jindal or Nikki Haley, they converted to Christianity, so that's why they were able to become governors of whatever. Vivek, he remains a Hindu. He tries to portray himself as an Abrahamic Hindu of sorts. I believe in one God, a monotheistic form of Hinduism or whatever. He's trying his best to align himself with the prevailing culture in the US, but it's not going to work. I think right now, next few years, Vivek is going to fade away, but he's still young. He is still very rich. So in the long run, who knows? Things may change, but yeah, things are looking not very good for Vivek right now. And for us Indians, how do we care? Let's say in the future he could have become president, but he has shot himself in the foot and it's no longer easy for him. Even if Vivek were to become president in the future, what difference will it make for India? It's going to be America first. So I don't know why Indians are so obsessed with Indian origin people succeeding outside of India, especially in the US. It does no good to India. You had Kamala Harris, half Indian lady, who was the vice president of the US until 4 days ago, 5 days ago. What good did she do for India? She was strongly anti-India in her policies, wasn't she? And you have Sundar Pichai and Satya Nadella, all these people who are CEOs of the biggest companies on the planet. I mean, do they do a single thing that's good for India? No, they serve their company and they serve their nation. They are now citizens of the US. So I don't know why Indians are so obsessed with Indians succeeding in the US. It makes no difference to India. So from my perspective, I don't care. Vivek doing well, Vivek not doing so well. Of course, if he does well, then the perception of Indians kind of slightly increases, and maybe a lot of hate will then flow towards India as well. So overall, it doesn't make any difference for India from a national interest, national security perspective. So I don't care. But yeah, that's the deal with Vivek. Extremely naive move, extremely immature move by Vivek. You don't ever lecture your potential vote bank. You never do that. That's politics 101. Politics 101. You don't do that. And he did the cardinal mistake. Cardinal sin in politics is to lecture your vote bank. You never do that. You go to bend over backwards and go to bow and scrape in front of them. That's what you would do. So if he has anyone to blame, he has only himself to blame for what's happened.